SirVocea, how excited are you to go against your hometown team?
Oh, I'm very excited, but not just because it's Syracuse, but just because it's the next game. That's how I approach every game. So that's how I plan to approach this one as well.
So, Roche, going back to the recruiting process, things kind of happen quickly with Pitt. It's just like they offer, you committed real quick. Can you kind of talk about how that all kind of came into being?
Yes. So first, I was committed to the United States Air Force Academy, and then Coach Dewes came into my high school, seen my film, seen me, talked to me. Things all happened fast, and then after they offered me a couple schools offered me as well under the table, like behind closed doors, and I was like, Pitt was the first one, so I'm just gonna go with them.
SirVocea, what's Pat Narduzzi like as a recruiter? What's it like to get calls or have him want you to come play for him?
He's a great recruiter at that, but he has some other great coaches that also are great recruiters, like Coach Salem. Turbo is a great guy and a great coach, but the recruiting level, he's awesome.
Vossi, from overcoming injuries to where you are now, can you believe that from that senior year at CBA to being able to face Syracuse on Saturday, what that moment's going to be like?
Definitely. It's going to be surreal. My senior year, I didn't think I would be playing at this level. I didn't even think I would be playing football again for real. But, just to be here, I'm very excited. And to be playing, the hometown team, I'm even more elated. So
good luck on Saturday, Vossi. Thanks, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You played
Syracuse fan growing up, SirVocea?
Say that again?
Were you a Syracuse fan growing up?
Definitely. My mom, she engraved it in me. She's a very big Syracuse fan, so that passed down to me as well.
Did they offer you?
No, they did not.
Does that put a little chip on your shoulder this Saturday?
Not really. I play every game the same, no matter who I go against.
So what do you see from the Syracuse offense on film that you guys will be having to key on?
It's actually, they play fast. They have a very big tempo team. It's just, reading keys. If I read my keys and do everything I'm supposed to do, as my coaches tell me, things like that, I should be good. Everybody, all the linebackers, everybody will be good. Good to go.
You played some quarterback in high school. What kind of quarterback were you?
I was more of a scramble quarterback. I like to run around, do things, and just they call me Houdini, as a matter of fact, because I made some crazy plays at quarterback. But it was just I was an athlete at quarterback.
So Syracuse got a pretty mobile quarterback there in DeVito. Do you feel like having been that, when you're trying to see a quarterback who's trying to escape or under some duress, you can kind of get into his head a little bit and understand what he's thinking and where he might be going?
Definitely. Those type of quarterbacks, always try to make a play, always see downfield, but it is a little edge to them that, you could get under their skin, because if the line isn't blocking too good, or if they have to escape probably 2 every 3 times the drive, they get tired of it. So I know how to get under their skin a little bit.
Watch him as a quarterback in high school. He was really good. So is his tailback, who now plays at Indiana. But Vossi, do you keep contacts with Coach Brown and what those conversations are like?
Oh, definitely. Coach Brown actually called me yesterday. He was just asking me how I'm doing, how my body is, and things like that. Because, when I played quarterback, I was much lighter, probably 190. I'm 230 now. But, yeah, we have a great relationship, try to contact him every chance I get. But he's a great guy.
SirVocea, you said you weren't sure if you could play at this level or you could get to play. What is it that you've evolved, or what have you improved in to allow you to play at this level?
Like I said, definitely my body. Like Mario said, I went through a series of injuries my senior year. And even last year, that was probably the reason I didn't play against Syracuse last year. But that's the only thing. It was just a series of injuries, and I just think coming to college, they helped me be nutritious for one, and two, like just get my body ready for the physicality of this game.
Did you travel?
Did you get hurt playing quarterback in high school in your senior year or your prep year?
My senior year, tore my Achilles my senior year of high school.
How long were you laid up?
3 to 4 months, and I rushed it back. I even played basketball my senior year, so I wasn't supposed to.
So you got hurt in mid-season in your senior year then?
My fourth game, yep.
SirVocea, did you travel with the team to the Syracuse game last year, or did you sit back?
Like I said, last year I went through a series of injuries as well, but it did hurt me not being able to go to the dome, being home, just seeing the scenery and things like that. But it's okay.
What was it like watching the game? I guess I'm assuming you just watched it on TV. What was it like watching kind of the pass rush really get after it? That game, I think you guys had it was 9 sacks or something.
I was excited, because those are my teammates, those are my guys. But just to see my team beat up on the whole time team, it was very exciting.
SirVocea,
Go ahead, Jim.
Well, thank you.
What was the
SirVocea,
experience?
go ahead, Larry. Sorry.
Sorry. What was the experience like to get out on the field and play some football last Saturday?
It was like being in my comfort zone again. This game of football is something I very much appreciate, and being on that field is something I never want to take for granted ever. So just being out there is a safe haven, really.
SirVocea, in the linebacker room, can you tell us just just what that's like, who you're looking up to in the room, who you're talking to the most, and who you might feel like side by side with the most in practice going week to week?
I talk with all the linebackers, to be honest. I try to gain knowledge, being a sophomore, and I have a lot of older guys in the room. But Phil Campbell, he's a great, he teaches me a lot. Cam Bright, he teaches me a lot as well. And then I just try to pick Wendell's brain because, he's the mic, and he knows basically the whole defense. So I try to get on that level. So I just pick his head every day, see where we are, these checks, those checks. I just try to just be a student of the game when I'm in the room.
Bossy, everyone talks about the mental aspect of this game and how hard it's been these last 6 months. How have you been able to compartmentalize everything? And as a guy like maybe Stevie Scott, a fellow teammate of yours, helped you at Indiana, do you guys kind of bounce stuff back with one another?
I haven't really talked to Stevie in the past couple of months, but no, I just been trying to focus on the game, focus on my knowledge, getting to know the defense, getting to know my guys that I play with, and just getting to know the scheme we have.
SirVocea, I see by RJ's outstanding media guide here, you were all Central New York and all Class AA in high school. Was that your senior year or your junior year?
That was sophomore, junior, and senior year.
So you got those honors senior year after only playing in 4 games?
Say that again?
You got those honors as a senior only playing in 4 games?
Yes.
You must
New
have
York, they only play 7 regular season games up here.
Oh, okay. All right. So you played most of the season then?
No, those 4 that year I think we played 10 games, including the playoffs. But yeah, 4 games, and yeah, I still made those honors. So very grateful for that.
Do you think if you hadn't been injured, you might have gone to college right after instead of going to prep school?
If the college recruitment was better, sure. But I think prep was a good route for me. Prep helped me a lot, developing my body, developing my mind, and just knowing the game of football more. So I appreciate my time at prep and my coaches at prep as well.
SirVocea, I love your first name. Can you tell me the origin of it, where your mother came up with it?
Definitely. I get this question a lot. So my father's name is Cervantes. And one day my dad and my grandfather was at a nice restaurant at dinner, and the waitress asked them if they wanted to try their signature drink that night, which had Courvoisier in it. And my dad kind of liked the name. It's like, ooh, I like that. I'm probably gonna name my son SirVocea.